And ladies and gentlemen, welcome live from Baltimore, Maryland, NXT, starting off the show with part of Team NXT, Sheamus. Sheamus and Team Hell No will be going up against SmackDown's team in just a little over a week at the Survivor Series, battling for those last 5 spots in the Royal Rumble. Sheamus ready to be a hooligan here and take out the new member of Team SmackDown. Ladies and gentlemen, I was there live when I saw Jinder Mahal, who still has 3MB's music, win his match last week against Owen Hart on SmackDown to become the 3rd and final member of Team SmackDown. Jinder Mahal earned his spot into the Survivor Series card. It is one of the most unexpected things I've ever seen in Universe mode, but it happened, and Jinder Mahal will be taking on Sheamus. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to start this night off with saying that Randy Orton's monster that he has handpicked for his special tournament to test CM Punk, well, he has been selected. He is here tonight, and Randy Orton confirms that this beast will be in action against the Big Show later tonight. So Randy Orton is still laying out the threats to CM Punk, who last week moved on in the NXT Championship Tournament. CM Punk battled Alberto Del Rio, defeated him last week. Randy Orton would come out and send a message to the Chicago Saint, CM Punk. But right now, in the middle of the ring, Sheamus versus Jinder Mahal. It's going to be very interesting to see the dynamic of this match. I mean, on one side, you've got Team Hell No and Sheamus, all 3 former WWE champions, future First Ballot Hall of Famers, and on the other side, Bret Hart, Owen Hart, the Hart Foundation, versus Jinder and Jinder Mahal as well. So Jinder Mahal definitely the underdog in that group.
You are watching NXT as the WWE searches for its next.
Sheamus, the Celtic Warrior, a definite mean streak in him. But Jinder Mahal looked extremely impressive against Owen Hart. Hit Owen Hart with, I believe it was 3 full Nelson slams, and that did the trick. Sheamus getting sidestepped there. Jinder Mahal tried for a clothesline, and Sheamus sidestepping the clothesline. Jinder Mahal scoop slam, harshly throwing Sheamus on his back, and now attacking the back of the head of Sheamus. Jinder Mahal throwing Sheamus into the corner. Oh, and just punching him into the corner. Sheamus in a vulnerable spot, trying to fight out of it. Jinder Mahal, one of the former members of the original 3MB, moved over to SmackDown, and we haven't really seen a whole lot from him. He got beat down by Cesaro at one point, and he came back last Friday night on SmackDown and won a qualifying match to be on Team SmackDown. Nobody thought he could do it. He upset Owen Hart, and they let him on the team. Bret Hart actually was the man who made that a reality. Bret Hart really not lose. He's losing a lot of his smarts.
Jinder Mahal looks to be in trouble here. Well, listen, we knew this was going to be close, but if he can last.
Jinder Mahal now, Sheamus in a headlock, taking him down, elbow to the back of the head, and Jinder Mahal attacking the legs now. He's being very selective in his attacks against Sheamus. It's a good move. You don't want to keep this match going. I think in a battle against the Celtic Warrior, you want to keep it slow. You want to keep it down-paced. When Sheamus gets running around, the blood starts pumping, and you feel it just beating through his body. You don't want that to happen. Sheamus is better when he's on the run. Slow him down, keep him to the mat, and you may win this match. Oh, and then clubbing clothesline by Sheamus, taking Jinder down. Jinder trying to fight back, and Sheamus and Jinder Mahal once again even at odds. Maybe this matchup at Survivor Series is going to be a little closer than I thought. I mean, to be honest, when Jinder Mahal was accepted to Team SmackDown, I thought it was over. NXT has already won at least one of the matches at the Survivor Series. Oh, Sheamus looking for white noise. Connecting to Jinder Mahal. The Maharaja taken down. Is this it? Going for the pin. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. Jinder Mahal falling to Sheamus. Well, this is not all the action we have, ladies and gentlemen. We will have Raw's WWE Tag Team Champions a little later tonight, going on that rubber match against the Wyatt family, the Usos versus the Wyatts later tonight. We also have Big Show versus Randy Orton's Selected Beast. And those two are going to battle for the right to take out CM Punk next week. The United States Champion as well is going to be in action from SmackDown. But right now, Sheamus standing tall. And it's looking like Team NXT has got the upper hand going into Survivor Series. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NXT. Mark Henry making his way to the ring last week, competing in not one, but 2 matches in which he dominated most of those matches. Mark Henry, definitely a strong competitor. Last week, even Bray Wyatt seemed to be impressed. And tonight, Mark Henry's got the United States Champion, Kurt Angle. As we've said, Kurt Angle will defend his United States Championship and share it with the NXT roster. For instance, if Mark Henry were to challenge Kurt Angle for the United States Championship here tonight, and if Mark Henry were to win, he would then become a member of the SmackDown roster until he lost that championship. Kurt Angle would then be secluded to Friday Night SmackDown. Mark Henry, a definite monster in this business. Who's to say that Randy Orton hasn't selected Mark Henry? Randy Orton is definitely familiar with Mark Henry. Is Mark Henry the beast Randy is talking about? And here comes the United States Champion, Kurt Angle. He has been dominant ever since winning the United States Championship. Once a co-holder of both the U.S. title and the World Heavyweight Championship over on SmackDown, Kurt Angle now resides to defending the United States Championship's honor and keeping it alive and important. Kurt Angle feels that the United States Championship needs to be recognized as a mainstay championship in this organization, and the way he's defending it, who can argue with him? Kurt Angle versus Mark Henry next. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see during the commercial break, before we came to Mark Henry, we did see Justin Gabriel was taken out. We just got some updated information on that, and we are getting reports that Brock Lesnar attacked Justin Gabriel. We know that last week Justin Gabriel, Tensai, and Austin Aries attacked Brock Lesnar in the back. They knew that Brock Lesnar was a part of the NXT roster, and they knew that they didn't want Brock Lesnar to get any higher than he already was. And they all attacked him last week, and successfully doing so, taking Brock Lesnar out. And it would appear that Brock Lesnar is returning the favor. Justin Gabriel was taken to a hospital. He will be fine. We are having reports that his lung was a little his ribs were a little fractured, and he had some breathing problems. We don't know if it's a lung issue, but the doctors say that he should be fine as we continue on with the night here. Kurt Angle forearming Mark Henry to the face, taking him down. Shoulder block taking down Kurt Angle. I mean, this could be a really good rivalry here. We've got Kurt Angle, who's been dominant, and we've got Mark Henry, who's been dominant. It's just like the immovable force and the unstoppable object. Maybe I switched those up, but whatever. Kurt Angle versus Mark Henry could be an instant classic here tonight on NXT. Mark Henry were to get a win over the United States champion, he could be in contention for the United States Championship. Definitely be an argued contender for sure. And Mark Henry, no stranger to the title picture over on SmackDown. Just a couple months ago, he was your World Heavyweight Champion. These two have faced each other before.
Mark Henry is just too strong to get caught in a move like that.
Mark Henry getting taken down by a German suplex. Kurt Angle now elbowed to the back.
Mark Henry reversed it. You hear how his leg
Mark Henry now trying to fight back, trying to wear down the United States champion. Hard throw into the corner, lifting him over the top of his head. Kurt Angle reverses. DDT to Mark Henry. All that weight, all that pressure going to the head of Mark Henry.
Great counter. And that series ends in
Mark Henry powering out of that maneuver by Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle now striking away. Headbutt dodged by Kurt Angle. Belly-to-belly suplex taking Mark Henry down.
Oh, what a painful kick.
And Kurt Angle is just trying to keep the big man down at this point, and that's what you got to do. Against Mark Henry, you want the total opposite of Sheamus. You want speed, you want power, you want swiftness against Mark Henry. You want to keep him running, you want to keep him on his toes, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, and just take him down. Force him to keep lifting his 450-plus pound frame up off that mat, and you can win this match. Kurt Angle getting caught with a, not a neck breaker there, but a strong forearm to the face again. Kurt Angle down now, and this is a vulnerable position for the champion.
That was just uncalled for. So far, this has been a one-sided affair. Mark Henry has to turn things around right now.
Kurt Angle, belly-to-belly suplex, taking down Mark Henry. Kurt Angle gaining some momentum here. Oh my God, he's got a... What is that? It's a triangle choke? What is that? Kurt Angle, I'm not brushed up on my UFC. Kurt Angle has Mark Henry in a UFC maneuver here. Trying to tap out the big man. Mark Henry powers out of it. Not a bad strategy, especially for a guy like Mark Henry.
He swung wild with that one.
Kurt Angle dodging the headbutt again. Mark Henry's headbutts have not been connecting. Kurt Angle getting thrown over the top rope. Mark Henry, oh my God. Oh my God, and here comes Rob Van Dam from SmackDown. Rob Van Dam is one of the #1 contenders from SmackDown for the United States Championship, and he has just interfered in this match. Rob Van Dam, what is he doing in Baltimore? Mark Henry battling Kurt Angle. RVD holding Angle, throwing Angle into the ring. This is too much of a distraction, and this is going to pay dividends for Mark Henry. Rob Van Dam and Damian Sandow have been fighting over the #1 contendership on SmackDown for Kurt Angle's United States Championship. And now he's here distracting Kurt Angle again. And look at him, he's just catcalling him from the ring. Kurt Angle not hearing anything of it. Face first into the mat goes Mark Henry. Kurt Angle looking to finish the job here. Kurt Angle. Angle slam. Connecting to Mark Henry. And Rob Van Dam is distracting Kurt Angle. There is an argument. Mark Henry down in the middle of the ring. Down in the middle of the ring. Mark Henry's getting back up though. Mark Henry taking Kurt Angle from behind. Kurt Angle reverses. Kurt Angle clubbing blow to the back of Mark Henry's head. Kurt Angle has to focus on Mark Henry or he is going to lose this match. RVD is nothing but a distraction. Nice clothesline by the United States Champion. Kurt Angle now attacking the shoulders of Mark Henry, again trying to beat him down. And look at this, once again, RVD distracting Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle gets him off the ropes. And where's Kurt Angle going here? Kurt Angle went back to the outside to have some more words with Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam, no stranger. Oh my god, and a low blow! The referee was distracted by Rob Van Dam, and Kurt Angle took out Mark Henry. Rob Van Dam throwing Angle back into the ring. I mean, this is just a cluster of emotions here. Henry has issues with RVD. RVD has issues with both of these members. And Kurt Angle and Mark Henry are both just evenly matched beasts when it comes to competitions. Mark Henry getting back into the ring here. And I'm not quite sure, is RVD still in there? And he is still bothering the referee. The referee's getting a little irritated here at this point. Rob Van Dam from SmackDown has come to NXT and totally ruined almost an instant classic of a match here between Mark Henry and Kurt Angle. Mark Henry. Was he trying to go for here? Mark Henry. Strong strike. Reversed by Angle. Angle kick to the gut. Mark Henry. Elbow to the side of the face of Angle. Mark Henry. He's picking world's strongest slam. Reverse. Face first into the mat goes Mark Henry. And Kurt Angle, I believe, has a finisher. Mark Henry reverses. Elbow to the face. Mark Henry, belly-to-belly suplex, taking down the United States champion. Mark Henry and Kurt Angle have just been to war with each other with a side scuffle with RVD. Belly-to-belly suplex, taking Mark Henry down. And to do that to a 450-plus pounder after nearly a 10-minute match here is amazing. Kurt Angle is a cyborg, and he just keeps going. Kurt Angle, a second Angle slam to Mark Henry, the United States champion, going for the win. 1, 2, 3, and Kurt Angle dominant on NXT. Rob Van Dam definitely trying to hurt the United States champion any way possible. But Kurt Angle persevering. I mean, look at that. After that crazy scuffle with RVD in a 10-minute match with Mark Henry, he is still able to pull off the Angle slam, taking the big man down, and Mark Henry gets beat by the United States champion, Kurt Angle.
Here is your winner, Kurt Angle. Absolutely amazing. We knew he felt he had to win this one.
That is very impressive.
No way to underscore how big this
The United States champion holding his own in Baltimore. And welcome back to NXT as Tyler Breeze makes his arrival known. Tyler Breeze did have this to say before the match.
Tonight, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna prove that people need to be scared of me, Prince Pretty Tyler Breeze. Because when I give them that look, they're gonna know that they're gonna get hit with my back heel kick. And they're gonna lay down for the 1, 2, 3. Anyone who stops me, consider themselves lucky. But I doubt they will. 'Cause Tyler Breeze is the future.
And there you see Tyler Breeze, definitely an egotistical maniac. I mean, this guy takes more selfies than Khloe Kardashian. Prince Pretty Tyler Breeze, who's going to answer the call? Oh man, and Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler coming out to the ring. And Tyler Breeze, his air of confidence has slightly petered out. Dolph Ziggler making his way to the ring. Dolph Ziggler likes to steal the show. And I can't think of a better way than to steal the show than against Tyler Breeze. Dolph Ziggler failed to be one of the team captains of Team NXT, and last week he was with Mark Henry, but he was totally outshined. He hasn't been stealing the show lately. Will he be able to do so here tonight? We are actually getting reports now that the general manager of NXT is going to be announced. I mean, the general managers really try to stay in the back. They try to stay secluded. But tonight we will have the general manager make a statement. We're not quite sure about what. It is a developing story in the back, and we'll hold on to that as much as possible. But Tyler Breeze versus Dolph Ziggler right now. I mean, did you see the way he just kicked Dolph Ziggler? Something out of an X-Men movie there. Tyler Breeze being thrown into the corner. Splash by Dolph Ziggler. Tyler Breeze, the king of the selfie. Prince Pretty. This guy's got all sorts of nicknames for himself. His favorite thing is his ridiculous good looks. And that's his quote, not mine. Bit of an airhead at times by some reports, but Tyler Breeze is definitely a great talent. And he is here in the ranks of NXT. These are the type of superstars that we are now going to get to see more and more often because of NXT becoming a main brand and because of NXT drafting superstars. And there's that back spinning heel kick. I don't think it hit quite flush. But Tyler Breeze did hit it. Oh my God, getting taken out by a famouser from Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler, rake of the eye. Tyler Breeze taking him down. Tyler Breeze very upset that Dolph Ziggler just tried to assault his face. And I think that's going to cost him. Tyler Breeze needs to focus on the match. I mean, you're a professional wrestler. Your face isn't in it for the long haul in this business.
Great match here. But if you missed any of the matches from this week, go to WWE.com.
I mean, what do you do here? Both of these guys have a chip on their shoulder.
An aggressive shot to the midsection.
You have a show-off on one side and a guy who can't quit showing off over Instagram and Twitter. The gorgeous one throwing Dolph Ziggler into the corner. Oh, and a nice clothesline taking Dolph Ziggler down. Dolph Ziggler trying for the super kick, gets reversed into a neck breaker. Tyler Breeze likes to call his back spinning heel kick the picture perfect. Will he be able to hit that tonight? He is definitely trying to set it up. He attempted it earlier on. Didn't quite hit. Dolph Ziggler, famouser again, taking down Tyler Breeze, and again, taking his face and smashing it in, pounding it in with his fists. Dolph Ziggler definitely knows Tyler Breeze's biggest weakness, and that's assaulting his face. Dolph Ziggler, belly-to-belly suplex, taking Tyler Breeze down. Ziggler now, attacking the arms. Ziggler trying to gain momentum. Another famouser taking Tyler Breeze down. Tyler Breeze now is, I think he's crying. Tyler Breeze does not want any harm to come to his face. And I think he's being pointed this way, and there are tears rolling down Tyler Breeze's face. He can't stand the fact that he might, oh, and a DDT. And look at him, he's holding his face. Is this enough? 1, 2. No, Tyler Breeze kicks out. Unbelievable. Tyler Breeze can't stand the fact that Dolph Ziggler is targeting his face. Ziggler thrown over the top rope. Oh my God, Tyler Breeze going for a clothesline, gets thrown over. And they're right in front of us here. Oh my God, and an insecurity to the side of the head. They're right in front of us here in this live, sold-out crowd in Baltimore, Maryland. And Tyler Breeze. Oh, and raking the back of Dolph Ziggler. It doesn't do a whole lot in the match, but irritate your opponent. I don't think that was the right call. Oh, and a super kick dodged into a power slam by Dolph Ziggler. Knee drop to the face. Oh my God. Tyler Breeze's face has been targeted here by Dolph Ziggler. Referee at a 6 count. Is Tyler Breeze going to finish this match? And he is mad. He is getting back into that ring. These two, an instant rivalry here on NXT. Ziggler wants to steal the show, and Tyler Breeze is pissed that his face has been assaulted. And Tyler Breeze just walking on Dolph Ziggler. A little arrogant there. Tyler Breeze sweeping the legs, taking Ziggler down. Forearm to the back, and a DDT of his own to Dolph Ziggler. Tyler Breeze thinking that that's enough to put Dolph Ziggler away, going for the pin. 1, 2. No, Dolph Ziggler kicking out at 2. Tyler Breeze went for a, oh my God, and he hit the heel kick. He just hit the super kick. Dolph Ziggler. Oh my God. Again assaulting the face after the super kick, and I think that kick might have bloodied, and it did. Tyler Breeze is bleeding. Oh my god. That's a national tragedy for a guy like Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze crashes and burns, doesn't hit Dolph Ziggler all the way. Ziggler getting on the higher end of that. Oh, zigzag. Connecting, and Tyler Breeze is down and out, but he's bleeding. And there we go. 1, 2, 3. Tyler Breeze down and out. Ziggler has just ruined Prince Pretty's face. I mean, look at this. He was trying to go for the super kick the whole match. I mean, the famoussers, the punches. He was throwing the face of Tyler Breeze down into the mat. Dolph Ziggler's goal here was to make Prince Pretty, Prince Pompous and Ugly. I don't know what to say. And there you go. I mean, after that super kick there, he just laid in to that cut above his head, and it really opened up, blinding Tyler Breeze for the zigzag. Dolph Ziggler getting the pin here tonight. Ziggler definitely stealing the show from Tyler Breeze.
Here is your winner.
Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, the arena is dark. The Wyatts have arrived. We don't quite know if they're here already. And it does seem that they are here, and here come the Usos. The Wyatts are in the ring. The Usos, the tag team champions from Raw, here in Baltimore, Maryland on NXT. This is the third and final match. But ladies and gentlemen, I do want to stress again, I mean, the first time it happened, it was a coincidence. Justin Gabriel was taken out earlier tonight. He was rushed to a hospital. He is fine. Tensai was also found in the back, taken out, and at this point, something must be done. We do know that the NXT general manager is trying to take control of the situation, and we're not quite sure where Brock is. We don't know who is with Brock Lesnar. I mean, you know, Brock Lesnar, he's a beast incarnate. We don't know where he is or who he attacks or why, but last week, after he got taken out, you could see that he was not a happy camper, and this week it appears to continue. Tensai being taken out as well, and we have medical operators working on him as we speak. But right now, I mean, the rubber match between the Usos and the Wyatt family, and we're going to be joined on commentary by Bray Wyatt. I'm a little uncomfortable by it. Bray Wyatt is never the most sane individual, and yet he is on his way over here. All right, well, let's get him hooked up. All right, welcome. I guess welcome to the announce table, Bray Wyatt. I mean, you are one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, and you're here to talk about the Wyatt family and how you have survived the draft.
You know, Michael, many things survive apocalypses. Microorganisms, they survive apocalypses. But you know what doesn't survive the apocalypse, Michael Cole? You know what doesn't survive? Friendships don't survive. You mean to tell me right now, Michael Cole, that if we were to have an apocalypse right here, that you wouldn't stab Jerry the King Lawler in the back, that you wouldn't pull out that jagged dagger from your pocket and pull it and shove it into his spinal cord? You wouldn't do that, Michael Cole?
Well, I can't say that I would. I don't know. I've never been through an apocalypse, but what are you trying to say?
I've stood by Luke Harper for my whole career here. Even back when NXT wasn't its own brand, me and Luke Harper, we were brothers. He joined me. He was the first man to hear of my cause. He was the one who stood by me when no one else would. He was my friend when I didn't have any friends, Michael. He was the one.
And right now you're seeing him decimate the Usos for me. Because he follows my warnings, Michael. He knows that everything I do for Luke Harper is in Luke Harper's best interest. He knows that I love him like a brother. He knows that I will never stop loving him like a brother. But I think somewhere Michael Cole, in that glazed over look he gets in his eyes, he knows that with him being on Raw and me and Eric Rowan being here on NXT, our friendship can no longer be tenured. Me and Luke Harper must sever ties. Bray Wyatt, what are you saying? I mean, right now he's fighting for you in the middle of that ring. I mean, why aren't you the one then fighting Raw's Tag Team Champions? Oh, Michael, you still don't understand. I can't be Luke Harper's friend anymore, but that doesn't mean he's not my brother. Brothers fight. And one day, when me and Eric Rowan eventually find ourselves on the right path and on the same brand as Luke Harper, there may be a time when the Wyatt family, the original three of us, are together again. But right now, Luke Harper is a luxury we can no longer afford. Luke Harper is a member of Raw, and Luke Harper can no longer be a part of the Wyatt family. Does Luke Harper know that you're doing this? Does he know that you are out here on commentary bashing him as he's in this match? Luke Harper knows a lot of things, Michael Cole. Luke Harper, of all my followers, is one of the few who stands upright and who gives me advice when I need it. But Luke Harper is a part of Raw, Michael Cole. What would you have me do? Would you have me bring Luke Harper everywhere I go? It's been nice, but I can no longer be friends with Luke Harper. We get what you're saying, but we're all really confused. We don't understand why you wouldn't be, like, why is Luke Harper still with you here in this match, fighting for you in this match? Well, as I've said, Luke Harper is he's a free man. He stands upright. And as he follows the buzzards, he chooses to follow those buzzards. But I don't want to talk about Luke Harper anymore. I don't want to talk about him anymore. He's right there, and he is fighting for me. And he is close with Eric Rowan, and they are rivals with the Usos. But if Luke Harper and Eric Rowan lose this match here tonight, I will not shed a tear. Because Luke Harper ain't with us anymore. But I do want to talk about someone else, Michael Cole, if I may be indulged for just one moment. I want to talk about Mark Henry. I want to talk about that man who decimated and dominated me and my friend Eric Rowan last week. And he got a lot of praise for that. And then he came out and he had a match against Xavier Woods. And he got praise for that as well. But he comes out earlier tonight against the United States Champion and he gets punked out. He was just as distracted by Rob Van Dam as Kurt Angle was. And he lost that match. Failed to claim #1 contendership of the United States Championship. And that is an atrocity. And I talked to Mark Henry after his match. And I am proud to announce that when Raw takes on NXT, Raw will have the upper hand, but NXT will have Mark Henry. And that's all I'm gonna say. Well, and there we go. I mean, Bray Wyatt, as we said, he's not very sane. As Eric Rowan goes for the submission here, trying to take out Jey Uso. Jey Uso DDT to Eric Rowan. Jey Uso with a finisher. Bray Wyatt said that Luke Harper is no longer part of the Wyatt family. There's the Samoan drop. And Bray Wyatt is up on the apron here. Bray Wyatt is distracting the referee at this point. And, well, we're not quite sure what's going on here. Oh, and look at this. Jey Uso pinning Eric Rowan. Bray Wyatt still lingering at ringside. I mean, this is extremely confusing conversation with Bray Wyatt, but it would appear that Luke Harper is no longer a part of the Wyatt family, and Bray Wyatt has added Mark Henry to Team NXT to go up against Raw. Another tag team maneuver here is Bray Wyatt. Oh, the double super kick. And Bray Wyatt is trying to talk to Eric Rowan here. Oh, and Eric Rowan getting taken out. Eric Rowan getting taken out.
You can see the wear and tear that this fight has taken out of these men.
Bray Wyatt trying to attack Jimmy Uso. Luke Harper coming from behind. Bray Wyatt now getting in a scuffle, throwing Jey against the barricade there. Oh, and Jey Uso tossing Bray Wyatt into that steel post. And the Wyatts, I don't know, the Wyatts here, oh, and just getting taken down. Bray Wyatt assaulted Jey Uso, and the referee warning him. Jimmy Uso sent over those steel steps. We're not even sure if Luke Harper knows that he isn't a part of the Wyatt family anymore. Bray Wyatt with a chair now. Bray Wyatt putting it up in the corner here. And Bray Wyatt having an argument. And oh my god, and Luke Harper being sent through that steel chair. Oh my god. And Bray Wyatt isolating. Taking down the Uso. 1, 2, and it gets broken up by Eric Rowan. And Bray Wyatt again I think Bray Wyatt has just been ejected from this match. Luke Harper going for the win here. Will this be the final win for the Wyatt family? No. Bray Wyatt has been ejected, but Bray Wyatt set up that steel chair for Luke Harper to be thrown through. And he has definitely put Luke Harper at a disadvantage here. 1, 2, no. Eric Rowan up on the top. Getting thrown, my god, and Eric Rowan and Luke Harper brawling here. Luke Harper off the ropes. Getting interrupted by Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso saving his brother Jey from getting taken out by Luke Harper. Luke Harper going for a submission victory. Will Team NXT, I guess one half of Team NXT, Eric Rowan get the win over Raw's team here. Or Raw's champions, I should say. Jimmy Uso taking down Luke Harper. We are still in the black in the dark, I should say, about if Luke Harper knows that he's been ejected from the Wyatt family. And here we go. Jimmy Uso going for the pin. 1, 2, no. Getting broken up again by Eric Rowan. I don't know if Bray Wyatt has... And a double team maneuver here. Double team maneuver. Double suplex. Referee up to a 3 count. Got to get Jey out of the ring. I mean, Bray Wyatt saying that he's going to keep open ties with Luke Harper as of now, but I just don't think that Luke Harper understands the situation here. Jimmy Uso going for the pin. Jey isolating. 1, 2, no. Jimmy Uso. Samoan drop, taking Luke Harper down, going for the pin. And look at that, Eric Rowan being isolated. 1, 2, 3, and the Usos have defeated the Wyatt family. Luke Harper getting beat. And Bray Wyatt has shown his face on the ring and up on the stage, and he does not look happy. I mean, Luke Harper has been the reason twice now that the Usos have defeated the Wyatt family, and maybe this is one of the reasons that Luke Harper is no longer part of the Wyatt family. I mean, Bray Wyatt was trying to give us all sorts of excuses. Like, he didn't want to pay for the travel of Luke Harper, but Luke Harper has now been pinned by the Usos twice. While the tag team champions for Monday Night Raw getting ready for their title defense coming up on Monday against 3MB, and they're looking good. But Luke Harper is about to be devastated as he has been ejected from the Wyatt family. And we're back from commercial break, and Luke Harper is being assaulted by Mark Henry, Eric Rowan, and Bray Wyatt. And Bray Wyatt sicking Eric Rowan and Mark Henry onto Luke Harper. I mean, we were really confused about what was going on in Bray Wyatt's head. But it appears to be clear here. Bray Wyatt is casting Luke Harper out. Luke Harper being thrown against those cases. Luke Harper trying to fight back here. Bray Wyatt did say that Luke Harper was one of the only... Oh my god, and Bray Wyatt getting thrown into there. Bray Wyatt not looking very happy. Bray Wyatt did say that he was very upset that Luke Harper was not drafted to NXT, and now he's got to pay the price, unfortunately, for Luke Harper, but not this way. 3-on-1, it's not fair. We're not at Raw. There's no hope for Luke Harper to fight back and be successful here. We saw this last week. Brock Lesnar was taken out by 3 guys.
He fails to connect. Folded up like an accordion.
And Eric Rowan, oh my god, just taking Luke Harper down, and look at that. Eric Rowan, Bray Wyatt, and Mark Henry defeat Luke Harper. Luke Harper is done. And Team NXT sending a message to Raw and sacrificing their friendship with Luke Harper to do it. Unbelievable. And welcome back to NXT. It is time for the main event in Randy Orton's Tournament Challenge. And here comes the Big Show, a very big monster indeed. But he has to face an unknown beast, which has now been revealed, ladies and gentlemen. Brock Lesnar was selectively chosen by Randy Orton to compete against the Big Show. Either of the two would have faced CM Punk next week, but we do have an announcement from the new NXT General Manager, and he is coming to us live. Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Paul Heyman, your NXT General Manager. Ladies and gentlemen, after a long night of pondering, Brock Lesnar is hereby suspended. Now, I know that Brock Lesnar used to be one of my clients, but let's just say I traded up, and I did what's best for business. Oh, and there we go. And Brock Lesnar, I mean, Brock Lesnar was definitely taking out Tensai and Justin Gabriel, and they have suspended him for it. And Austin Aries is coming out to the ring now with Paul Heyman. With Paul Heyman. Austin Aries has been put in the place of... Oh my god, he's gonna get destroyed here tonight. Austin Aries versus The Big Show. The winner moves on to face CM Punk next week. Paul Heyman coming out. I mean, what are you gonna do? Paul Heyman is the general manager of NXT, and I guess he has hand-selected Austin Aries to replace Brock Lesnar in this match. Who would have thought that Brock Lesnar would be thrown to the side for the chance at being the general manager of NXT? I mean, Paul Heyman has been a manager before of ECW. He controlled ECW, and now he has traded up. I guess he's no longer friends with Brock Lesnar, and he is the new NXT general manager, and he has suspended Brock Lesnar indefinitely for his actions tonight against Tensai and Justin Gabriel. And I would suppose that Austin Aries would have been next on the list, and this is why Paul Heyman has granted Austin Aries this match. We're going to have to learn more about this in the coming weeks. But Big Show is, I feel like he's just going to clobber Austin Aries. Austin Aries has no chance here. Austin Aries taking down the legs of the Big Show. Got to keep the big man down if he has a chance. Paul Heyman definitely trying to be influential here in this match, though. I mean, can you blame him? Paul Heyman has had a lot of issues with Big Show. Paul Heyman not a very big fan of NXT champion Randy Orton either. And of course he doesn't want to see CM Punk become the new champ. They have a lot of bad blood there too. Paul Heyman has really he's really brought his clients into the top of their prime. Oh, and Austin Aries has just struck the referee. Not sure if that was deliberate, but Austin Aries diving to the outside of the ring, taking out the Big Show. Big Show throwing Austin Aries over the steel steps. Good God. Austin Aries trying to advance here. I mean, last week he took out Brock Lesnar. This week he's getting a shot at becoming #1 contender for the NXT Championship. And you've got to understand that Paul Heyman, the NXT general manager, has bad blood with NXT champion Randy Orton, has bad blood with #1 contender CM Punk, and bad blood with Big Show. The only man Paul Heyman does like is Austin Aries, and it's no surprise that he is in his corner here tonight. What a great elbow from Austin Aries, going for the pin. One. Not going to happen. Oh, there's a nice heel kick there to the face. And another elbow drop. Austin Aries trying to get anything going here against the Big Show. Trying to keep him down. Trying to wear the big man down. Austin Aries knee drop. Austin Aries extremely overconfident here. In my book, I don't think he should be this overconfident. Austin Aries, oh my God, taking down the Big Show. Austin Aries can do it here. Austin Aries can do the impossible. A double. And he gets reversed. Oh my God, Big Show reversing. Big Show reversing here. Big Show looking for the knockout punch. Knockout punch incoming. Big Show connecting to Austin Aries. Oh my God, look at it. Austin Aries is out. Austin Aries is out. And oh my God, Austin Aries has been beat. Paul Heyman. To the chagrin of Paul Heyman. Austin Aries gets knocked out here. And Big Show will face CM Punk next week for the #1 contendership to Randy Orton's NXT title. Austin Aries thought that he could just be thrust into the #1 contendership just like that, and Paul Heyman not happy about it. But Paul Heyman knows the rules of the game. The NXT champion calls the shots, and in this tournament, Big Show moves on. Would this have been a different story if Brock Lesnar had been suspended? Well, ladies and gentlemen, next week on NXT, the Big Show will take on CM Punk for the #1 contendership of the NXT Championship held by Randy Orton. We are also going to get I'm still kind of in shock about what's happened here. Brock Lesnar being suspended and all. I'm not quite sure what to say. But next week, all week next week, we are going to have some tag team matches, interpromotional matches. We're going to be seeing next week on SmackDown, not this Friday, but the Friday before Survivor Series, all 6 of the Survivor Series teams' captains will be in 6-man tag team action, elimination action. But all week next week, we are going to see the other men on those teams face off on each of those brands. And next week, we are going to be seeing... I'm just still in shock. Next week, we'll be seeing Team Hell No take on the Hart Foundation here on NXT. But ladies and gentlemen, that was NXT. Friday Night SmackDown will be on Friday. Monday Night Raw will kick off the go-home shows to the Survivor Series pay-per-view. We'll be back next Wednesday for NXT, right before the Survivor Series pay-per-view. Ladies and gentlemen, checking out from Baltimore, Maryland, Derek D. Ginger King checking out.